You're looking live at the Chaska Community Center for tonight's Sunday night Junior Gold B league game between Chaska, Chanhassen Purple, owners of a 3-0 record to start the season, wearing their home whites, taking on the visitors from Rogers. Looks like the Rogers Kings, according to their jersey. Normally they're the Rogers Royals. A little play on the Royals name, I suppose. We'll probably call them the Royals and the Kings in this game. Rogers, this is their first game of the season. Chaska Chanhassen starting on a tear so far this year with 3 wins and giving up only 2 combined goals on those 3 games. A 7-1 win over Minnetonka Blue, an 8-1 win over West Tonka Delano, and a 3-0 win yesterday against Wayzata Blue. Stormhawks will be playing, let's see, 3 players short of their full roster. Dawson Perry still out as he recovers from surgery. Bear Nelson is out, and he and Dawson are at the same spot tonight. They're at the Chanhassen High School football banquet. And then out tonight as well, Dylan Jacqueline. I didn't get a reason, but he's out. We thought Jack Popa was going to miss tonight's game for another maintenance game, but he is on the ice. And then we'll see the first appearance of the season of Desi McPhillips, number 2. If I can find number 2 out there, hopefully he's wearing the correct number. He had to miss 3 games, the first 3 games of the season, due to suspension from a fight at the end of the season last year. Stormhawks will rotate the goalies again, and so it'll be Charlie Thomas in the net. Thomas with a 1-0 record, 1 goal against with a .900 save percentage. And then we'll see how the Stormhawks handle kind of an unbalanced lineup. They might roll 3 centers with 5 defensemen, or who knows? They might go to 3 deep here. All right, starting lineup. Skaters, your standard starting lineup. Evan Severson at right, Kieran Kurt at center, and Matthew Tyler at left, which I think I have flip-flopped on the line chart. This Rogers, this team, this Chaska Chanhassen team faced Rogers last year, and Rogers was one of the best teams in the league. Although I think they had 2 Junior Gold B teams, and the one that I think may have even won the state championship at the B level got elevated to A. So the guess is that this team isn't quite as strong, but we'll have to see. Also starting, defenseman Cam Biller and Josh Lund. Face off, eventually controlled by Biller. He gives to Lund, back to Biller. Biller just got to kind of hurry here. Tried to get it up the wall. That's knocked away, but picked up by Kurt. Off the glass and out. Tyler will race down for it and kicked into the corner. Nice play there by the Rogers defenseman. Now Kurt on the near side. Gives to Severson, to Tyler. It's behind him. He tried to pull it forward and is unable to. Now Rogers up on the attack. Number 3 looks like he could be a decent player here. To keep our eye on him. Loses the puck to Biller. Across to Lund. A lot of ice to take. He'll skate it up. Bothered from behind. Gets through the stick check. Trying to get around one defenseman. He does. But loses the puck for a moment in front and is just out of reach of everybody wearing white. Yeah, Kurt and I think maybe Severson lurking in front, but the pass behind. Tipped out by Tyler, almost finding his way to Annis. Now Kurt picking up a loose puck. Long shot, blocked in front by Annis. Didn't have a chance to get out of the way there. Puck into the skates of Robinson. Flipped ahead. Kurt trying to pull it through his skates, and it comes on net, and we'll get a whistle. Olsen to take this face-off. Has Long on his left. And Annis on his right. Long shot. Loose puck in front. Still loose. They battle for it. Still loose. Where is it? And it's in. I don't know who's going to get it. We're going to have to see who skates to the bench first. I think it's Will Annis scoring yet another goal. What's that? His fourth in 3 games. Will Annis first through the line. We're going to give it to him. I haven't the foggiest idea who would get an assist there. So Annis with his 4th goal in 4 games. Now tied for the team lead with Kieran Kurt. Face-off one back to Brits. He gains the red and doesn't gain the blue. It bounces to Long. Can't get on it. Bouncing puck at the red line. Bothered by Brits. And then Rogers with control. Down low, bothered by Annis. Now Robinson pushes it ahead for Brits. He tried to throw it around the wall. Kind of fanned on a little bit. Long up the wall. Nope. Now Long up to the middle for Annis. And his pass under the blade of Olsen. Olsen regains and dumps it in and goes for a change. Long with a good forecheck. Almost creating turnover. Now he does. Popa leaving it. A shot, score! Braden O'Connell. I screwed up. Braden O'Connell get his first of the season. It's 2-0 Stormhawks. And I've already forgotten who passed him the puck. We're going to give it to Popa. Popa with a single assist, and I think that's his first point of the season. And potentially an assist to Hayes Long, but I don't believe so. I think he had the forecheck, but then the Rogers with control. So we'll give a single assist to Popa, who came in flying, created a loose puck, going right to O'Connell in front, and he went top shelf, hit the water bottle off, and he gets his first goal, first point of the season. Got myself confused of who number 6 was, because on my line chart I had his original number of 38. Ooh, there's a hard check. No penalty coming. Could have potentially called check from behind, but I think he kind of let up a little bit. So Stormhawks with a 2-0 early lead. Through the middle of the ice. Braden O'Connell stepping up and slowing that up with a check. Now a loose puck at the blue line. Rogers will dump it in right to Popa. Popa ahead. And where's the puck? He pushed it ahead and then went for the Popa special. Get rid of the puck and then go hit somebody. Kurt pressuring. Created a turnover. Went right to Hubbard. Hubbard got in the zone. Then a good stick by McPhillips. McPhillips in to Kurt. Kurt stick handles and can't get a shot. Can't elevate it. Tried to get the goalie to move and then come back the other direction. There's a little wraparound chance. Now a loose puck to Kurt, and that's tipped away before he can get it off. Out to Popa. Popa skates up. They cleared the zone, and a big collision just inside the blue line. And it was a 50-50, both players. And both players went down. Popa got up celebrating after taking that hit. Number 10 looks a little worse for the wear here. Popa got up feeling good. Number 10 in gray not feeling quite as hot after running into that freight train that is Jack Popa. Eventually the book is going to go out on number 5 for the Stormhawks that don't play physical with him, because that's his game. Yeah, number 10 is definitely feeling the effects. The freight train, Jack Freight Train Popa. So great chances here for this line just moments ago. Here's a face-off one by Kurt. Too long shot, just missed the far post. Comes out to Biller off the wall. Glove down by Tyler. Tyler shot, glove save. Nice hard snapshot. Looking to beat the goalie high. Looked like it could have been going wide, but looks like we're not going to get shots on the board today. I don't think Charlie Thomas in net has seen a puck his way. Now there's a race for the puck after the Stormhawks won it cleanly, but split the defenseman. Lund got past 2 forecheckers. You probably didn't see it because I don't know how to turn this thing. Now bothered down low by Kurt. He'll throw it around to the far side. It'll be Severson down the puck. Tried to chip it ahead. Loose puck in the circle. Comes out to the slot. Chance for Rogers, but a good back pressure by Tyler. And overskating it are the Stormhawks. Pass in front. Turn. Never got a shot off. Good chance there for Rogers, but nothing doing. Lund up the left side. Stops. Hoping for a flyby. Now a loose puck almost finding its way to Tyler, and it's shoveled out to the blue line, but not out. Pressure by Severson. Now Tyler to jump in on it. Cross to Kurt. That's intercepted. To Britz. His shot going wide. It's going to go to Tyler on the far side. Try to get it down low. He gains control of it. Escapes. Got the defenseman. There's a hooking. No call. That was definitely a hooking right there. That stick was up into his elbow. Knocked down just outside the blue is Lund. And he'll skate away, take it in. It's around Kurt at the blue line, who was just trying to stay on side. Lund to Kurt. He tried to find a handle. Get partial shot off, partially blocked. Now Long. Long up the wall to Britz. Britz throws it in front off a skate of a Rogers player. Now thrown to the far side. See if Robinson jumps up. He does pinch, almost creating a turnover. Just gets by. Annis, now a loose puck to the slot and turned away by Britz. Good back check for the Stormhawks. Robinson looking at his options. Didn't have a lot. Tried to get it up the wall to Olsen. Now a shot going wide, coming on to the near side for Long. Long with it. Pass across to Annis and taken right off of his stick. Center ice. Britz from his blue line to Olsen. Rogers player stepped up and took out the wrong player there. Then it's chipped out by Rogers, and now a race for the puck. Britz. And Rogers winning that. There's a shot blocker save. I think it was going high and wide, but here's a chance. Oh, if Annis gets on that puck, he can feed Olsen. Now they're in kind of alone. Stepping around to check. Annis in. Shot. Save, and then goes wide. Olsen almost able to get a rebound. Nice job of Popa to jump on a puck there. Loose puck right too long and into the glove of the Rogers netminder. They get a whistle. Great chances for Stormhawks here. And maybe a shot on goal for Rogers to this point. It's 2-0 with 8:54 to go in the first period. Chaska Chanhassen leads. Olsen to take this draw, and what are we worried about? Mouth guard. Doing a periodic mouth guard check. It's Popa that they're asking to not just have it hanging on your face mask. I'm sure that's where it'll end up anyway. Backhand shot by Annis goes wide and behind the net. Rogers will break out, not smoothly. Dumped all the way down. Goaltender on it. Will throw it to the near side, out of reach. Picked up by Reinhardt. Across to Popa, just out of his reach. Popa will chase down into the corner and breaks his stick, just clearing it. Drop your stick, Jack. He dropped his stick. And a clearing by Annis will slide all the way down into the Rogers zone. I think they'll wave icing. I don't see where the other official is. It wasn't very far down. Biller chops at it. Can't quite keep it in. Comes out and then back in. And then not sure why we had a whistle. I think I just heard him say, I effed up. He might have just been doing a game under the junior goal level, because in that level it's automatic offsides. Anything Bantam Pee-wee squirts, you have to, the puck crosses offsides, they blow it dead. So junior goal, that's not the case. O'Connell going to the bench. He potentially broke his stick there. He just dropped the stick right off the face-off, and now he's going to the locker room. So yeah, he must have broken his stick. Here come the Stormhawks. Hubbard with Kurt. Penalty coming against Rogers. Pass across, just out of reach of McPhillips. McPhillips on the puck, throws it in front, and finally touched by Rogers. I didn't see the penalty. And a roughing call happened right around the Stormhawk bench, I think. Number 15 for the Royals going for roughing, and he throws his helmet to the bench in disgust. Oh yeah, that's sure enough. That stick has a funny angle on it. Braden O'Connell is going to the backup, and the Stormhawks with their first power play of the game halfway through the first period. They lead 2-0. Let's see, who wins this faceoff? Kind of 50-50 puck comes to Rogers. They'll flip it out, and the Stormhawks will have to go 200 feet. The turnover, good stick by Severson. Severson then swipes it ahead for Kurt. Kurt bothered from behind. That's a hooking. No call coming as they're already on the penalty, a power play. Turnaround shot just misses. That was Lund. Comes out for Britz. Britz will dump it down for Kurt. Gets by him. Severson on the far wall. Down low. Going to go back and forth along the wall. Kurt with it. Back down low for Tyler. Now a little bit of time and space. Tyler still holding, waiting for somebody to move. Gives it to Kurt, walks the line. Pass in front! Severson kind of fanned on it a little bit, and the net goes off at the goaltender, pushed off the post. And my annual campaign for these rinks to buy pegs with better spikes on them. You see too many times nets come off their mooring, especially the older ages with the bigger kids that are stronger. Great chance there. Kurt walked the line. I expected him to shoot from a sharp angle. Instead, he fed it to Severson, and he couldn't quite get on it. Pass in front. That's off a skate. Severson gives to Tyler. Tyler behind. Throws in front to Severson. Shot right on. Save. Severson up to Britz. Britz down low. Kurt can't get on. Just tipped off of his stick, but Tyler now. Tyler through the skates, can't find it. Now it's Kurt grabbing it, losing a little bit of balance. Tyler tried to jump around, and it's going to come out to Britz. Britz down to the left circle, shot tipped in front. Kurt, no, Tyler scores. So Luke Britz gets a pass, I believe, from Kieran Kurt. Feeds it down low. Finds Matthew Tyler in front, who just tucks it in. So Tyler with his second of the year off assists from Britz and Kurt. Tyler with 2 goals and 4 assists to this point of the season. Kurt with 4 goals and 4 assists. And Luke Britz with 1 goal and 2 assists. It's 3-0 Stormhawks with about 6 minutes to go. And this is not the same Rogers team that we saw last year. They're not terrible, but they are not the level of team that we played last year. Big hit. Yeah, that's a penalty for sure. Came up high and got Long up in the face. And that was an ease. That was a no-brainer. So second power play of the game coming. Officials talking a little bit there about, I don't know if they added contact to the head. I think he gave it a roughing. So second power play with 5:46 to go. Face off 1 to Long, up to Britz. Britz down to Long. He's pressured right away. Now back to Britz. Bouncing puck to Annis. His shot off the face mask of the goalie. Out of the side up to Britz. Oh, Britz had a little more time there. He could have skated in. Olsen back to Britz. Saying his name a lot. Tipped in front. That would have worked out really well. What happened there, Britz kind of threw it to the slot. Redirected there by Long. Annis had circled away because he was reading the puck going into the corner. If he had just sat where he was, he might have been able to turn and fire. Now Olsen up the wall. Robinson, long shot, blocked in front, gloved down by Olsen to Annis. His shot just missed the far side. Now Long down low to Olsen. Olsen hit into the wall, still battling for control. Long now fighting for it, but Rogers wins that. They'll flip it down with 1:11 left on the man advantage. Robinson escapes one forechecker and pass misses everything, and that'll be an icing. 4:46 to go in the first period. Chaska Chanhassen leads 3-0. Goals by Annis, O'Connell, and Tyler. O'Connell to take this draw on the power play. Goes right to McPhillips. First time we've really seen him on the puck to this point. Hubbard tried to feed it back. He's pushed hard in the wall, picked up by O'Connell, gives it to Popa. Popa skating in. Can't get much of a shot. Kind of a change up there. Goalie fought it a little bit. Kicked down by McPhillips. Back to Popa. Popa tried to feed it down low, battling through a check, and Rogers with control. They get it up and tipped out just past O'Connell, who was covering for Popa. Now a pass to O'Connell. Dumps it ahead, but right to a Rogers defenseman. 20 seconds left to go on the power play. O'Connell fighting through a check. Where's the puck? Comes out to O'Connell. Now behind the net. O'Connell first on it. Finds Reinhardt. Reinhardt, long shot, save. Nice hard shot along the ice. Out of the near side for Popa. Popa will just chip it down the wall. Hubbard checked as he feeds the puck lower. Now he says, I'm going to get my own check here. And now Popa off some physical play with the puck. Try to get it low twice now. Long shot by Hubbard, tipped in front by Severson, right on. Nice shot there by Hubbard and a nicer deflection by Evan Severson. 3:27. Stormhawks now 0 for 2 on the power play as that penalty expires. They lead 3-0. So 3:27 left to go in the period. Held in for a moment by Biller. Now out comes Rogers. Pass across. He's on his backhand. Didn't get a shot off. Little tip ahead to Severson. Severson's going to reverse. He's taken down. Loose puck comes out to Biller. Biller to Tyler. Tyler dumps it in and chases. Now to the far side. It'll be Severson first on it. Severson's pass skips through everybody and all the way down. And Thomas on the puck. Just wants to feel the puck. He hasn't had much of a time with the puck. Here's Lund to Kurt. Doesn't quite handle the puck, but then a good stick by Kurt to dump it in. Kurt will chase and be the first on it. Circling around the zone. Turnaround in front! And Tyler, the recipient of a no-look pass, basically. That was nice. Kurt threw it to the far side, hopefully just knowing that Tyler or Severson were there. And sure enough, Matthew Tyler gets his second of the game. And Kieran Kurt with his second assist of the game. And potentially, I want to say Josh Lund might get the second assist. And we'll have to wait till the end of the game for that. So it's 4-0 with 2:35 to go. Now Tyler, 2 goals in the first period. Kurt with it. Round one defenseman. Kurt in, looking for the wraparound. That's turned aside. He's like, you know what? I'm tired of passing. Here's Tyler coming in, looking for a first period hat trick. Passes across to Severson, and he scores. I think. Or not. I don't know what happened. He pointed to the net, and the net came off. That's why he pointed to the net. It sounded like the net. I thought the puck went in and out so fast. Great pass there from Tyler, finding Severson on the far side. I think what happened, the sound I heard was the puck hitting the goalie's pads. It just came out so fast, and he pointed to the net. I thought it was a goal. That line showing really nice chemistry right now. All 3 players sharing the puck with their line mates. Now Britt's on the attack. Off a shin guard on net, and we'll get a whistle. Severson's been the recipient of a couple of really nice passes. I think one from Tyler, one from Kurt. One time he fanned on it in front, didn't get much on the shot. And that time he got everything, but the goalie was a little bit better that time. Face off one cleanly back to Britz. Britz had a lot of traffic in front. Hit a skate and it goes wide. Now a loose puck at center ice for Annis. Annis, nice little thread the needle pass to Long. Long is going to try to go back against the grain. And he finds some ice. He's going to skate it down the right side. He's going to slow up on the hash marks. Looking for a defenseman. Now pass right in front. Chance for Olsen. Still a loose puck. Where is it? They whack away. It doesn't find the back of the net. Now Annis at the left circle. He's bothered. He's just going to push it to the side. And activating is Brits. Brits jumping up and pushed off the puck. Almost finds its way too long. Now Rogers. Nice back check by Brits to break up the rush. And dumped in by the Royals or the Kings, whatever have you. Oh, little exploding shoulder by Otto Reinhardt. Honestly, I don't sure what the call is. I got to call elbowing, which I don't know if that person went down hard, so it must have been a penalty. That was not a penalty. It might have been only elbowing because Reinhardt is about a foot taller than the player that got hit, but that was just a shoulder hit. I don't think that was an elbowing call, but okay, whatever. We're up 4-0. So first power play of the game coming for Rogers with 53.2 to go in the opening period. Face off one to Lund, and he'll throw it all the way down, and O'Connell is going to be the first one to it to challenge the goalie. Long outlet pass, misses everybody, and a little bit of a late whistle, but they get it right. So this is the fourth of 4 regular season games in a relatively short period of time. Quite a short period of time. Stormhawks with games on Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, Sunday of this past week. And next week will be the first playoff action of the season. Oh, Popa getting a little of his medicine there. He went for a hit and he went down. About 20 seconds to go. Lund turns and fires it all the way down. Slow breakout. Not a lot of urgency here for Rogers. Coming through the middle, taken down by Popa. That was an easy call. And that'll do it for the first period. And Popa's going to go to the box to start the second. It'll be a 5-on-3 for 1:07. After the first, it's 4-0. Chaska Chanhassen leads. Goals two by Matthew Tyler, 1 by Will Annis, and 1 by Braden O'Connell. I mentioned Chaska Chanhassen. This is their final regular season game for, it'll be about 2 weeks until their next regular season game. Next week, Thursday night at 5:30, we head back to Pagel Ice Arena to take on Minnetonka Blue, the team Stormhawks defeated in the season opening game 7-1. And that'll be the opening game of the Minnetonka Junior Gold Invitational. And then on Saturday, 2 games. One bright and early at 8:15 against Brookings. And then at 4:45 against a JV team from Chicago. I think they're called the Chicago Predators. And then should the Stormhawks win their pool, they'll play on Sunday morning at 8:15 or 8:30. Stormhawks definitely will be favored in their first game against Minnetonka Blue. And very unclear how good Brookings or the Chicago team are. So 5-on-3 power play for the Royals or Kings. It'll be Kurt, Biller, and Lund. Your Killers, it'll be 1:07, and then Reinhardt will come out after his bogus elbowing call. Good stick by Kurt now to Lund. Lund will fire it just to the red line. Pressured by Kurt, almost able to skate in alone. It's a chance for Rogers, can't get a shot off. To the dismay of the Rogers fans. They could feel that one coming. Stormhawks killed off a 6-on-3 power play last night. this team, at least, I like the fact that they're moving the puck to try to create some openings. Stormhawks very aggressive, though. It's the sort of aggression you see on a 5-on-4 penalty kill. Nice job of Lund fighting through a lot of stick checks. Can't win it, and a pass across was too high to gather. Now a good job of Kurt to get on it. He's going to skate down off to the race. He's going to go one-on-one. Kurt, shorthanded puck just rolling on him. Sharp angle shot blockered away. Couldn't get the puck to settle. Reinhardt jumps out. We're 5-on-4. And Severson replaces him. Rogers on the attack. Loses it to Britz. He'll throw it off the near glass and all the way down. And he'll go chase. Britz with a great hustle behind the net. He's just going to hold and wait for somebody to get open. Gives it to Tyler. Tyler back to Britz on the near side. Try to give it back to Tyler, and that's taken away. And now Rogers will look to break out slowly. 17 seconds left to go on the Popa minor. Rogers, I don't think they have a shot on goal to this point in this these two power plays. Almost a chance for a penalty there. Here's a chance for Rogers. That shot is deflected. Up to the point. And we're 5-on-5. Off a skate. Where is it? Comes to Tyler. Tyler, 3-on-3. And it's taken off of his stick with a nice stick by Rogers. That could have been too many men on the ice there. It felt like they had 6 for a moment. Kick to the center of the ice by Severson. Then a good stick by Tyler. Now a bouncing puck, and Severson overskates to go make a hit. Now turned over to Lund. Lund escaping one defender. Lund in. And glove save. And then the puck dropped to the ice and gathered by the goalie. Nice little toe drag to find a shooting angle by Josh Lund. Bidding for his first goal of the season. Face off 1 to Lund. Long shot going wide. Olsen was the only option there to get a tip off. Here is Olsen down low. Try to feed it in front. Had Annis lurking. Getting around Long. Here comes the Royals. Bothered from behind by Annis. Now down the right side. Biller defending. Loose puck slides to Annis. He'll give it ahead to Olsen. Olsen and Long in. Almost 2-on-1. Olsen around in, and he scores. Got the goalie moving. And beat him on the stick side along the ice. Olsen with his 3rd of the season. And Annis with a single assist. As Annis got the loose puck after a nice defensive play by Biller to take out the Rogers player. The Stormhawks are up 5-0 with 11:50 to go in the second period. Stormhawks are going to get challenged at some point this season. It just haven't, the competition hasn't been wonderful to this point. I don't want to take anything away from their effort, but these are not the strongest teams they're going to face this year. When we play Edina, I think that will be a different story. It looks like Moorhead, one of the top teams as well. Although I don't believe Moorhead is on the schedule for the Stormhawks, and then Elk River, who actually just beat Moorhead, I think they're on our schedule. That will be a true test as well. Stormhawks with a senior laden, upperclassman laden lineup makes a difference. Puck gets past Reinhardt. Here comes the Royals. Dump in cross corner, and nobody really chased it from Rogers. Push up the wall by Hubbard. Long shot, blocked up high. Loose puck. Chipped to the side by Hubbard. Now McPhillips with it. Skating around 1-4 checker. Doesn't really have much, he'll just ice it. I think he was looking for a little indirect pass to Hubbard, and his angle was not quite right. 10:54 to go. Stormhawks with the 5-0 lead. Face-off won by Rogers. There you go, D to D. Two Stormhawks, including a defenseman, went to the puck, went to the point. That was not the right play, but nothing happened. Nothing bad happened, at least for Chaska Chanhassen. A chance for Rogers picking up a puck in front of their bench. Sharp angle shot stopped by Thomas, and he jumps out and gathers the rebound. And kind of the first chance of any sort that Thomas has had to deal with. Chaska Chanhassen blocking shots left and right, and also just not allowing shots for Rogers to get off. There's a shot going wide into the glove of Thomas. Face-off won by the Royals. They go D to D, and that comes out. Now Severson's going to race for it. I think he's going to win the race. He does. Has Tyler alone in front. Handcuffed him. Tyler still looking for it. Kurt whacking at it, and it goes into the corner. Kurt up the wall to Britz. One-time shot. Tipped by, I can't see if that was Tyler or Severson. Now down low to Kurt. Kurt losing his skates. Still with it. Nice job of staying on the puck. Kurt up to Britz. Britz, long shot. Stick save. Tyler with the rebound, gets a shot off. Now good job of the Stormhawks. Robinson keeping that in. Kurt now down low to Tyler. He's pushed into the wall, and Rogers eventually able to get control. They'll dump it out, and a good pressure. Good job by Britz to get back and break up that rush. Now Britz flips it ahead and out of play. With 9:30 to go in the second, it's 5-0. Stormhawks. Both teams go for Rogers with it changing all five. The Stormhawks just changing their forwards. Face-off won by Olsen to Lund around for Long. Now to Biller, and it's in the Royals bench. Face up one by Chaska Chanhassen around to Annis. He's getting pressured by a couple of Royals players. Lund round to the far side to Long. He'll try to tip it out for Olsen. Eventually does come out, hits the linesman. Now a fluttering puck center ice, and Long just couldn't quite handle that pass there, and his skates comes to Annis. Annis shot off the goaltender's mask, I think again, and drops to the side. Now Long loses that puck battle down there, and Royals skate out. Now Lund. Long cross-ice pass, a little behind Annis, but he's going to skate in, not into the loose puck. Annis on the left circle, coming in the middle. His shot blocked in front, maybe by a Stormhawk. I think that may have hit O'Connell. It did. You can see by his reaction. .8:26 to go in the second period. Stormhawks still with the 5-0 lead. Bouncing puck, jumping up is Reinhardt. Reinhardt playing physical in this game, helps create a turnover. Phillips, his pass just out of reach of Hubbard, and Reinhardt chopping at the puck, almost getting it on net. Now Popa jumping up, getting off the wall, looking for some contact. Now a loose puck, just past McPhillips. Penalty coming against Rogers. And I think I heard the referee say, you can't leave your feet, so I think that's what the penalty was. You went for a hit against Reinhardt. Of course, Reinhardt, one of the taller players for the Stormhawks, so you feel like you have to leave your feet in order to hit him the right way. So third power play of the game coming for Chaska. Chanhassen with 7:56 to go in the second period. They're 0 for 2. O'Connell. Ooh, big hit there. Hubbard goes down. And it's under Britz. Eventually it's forced out by Rogers. Stormhawks will regroup. Robinson tipped in by Hubbard. Pass to the slot. Hubbard backhand shot. Where is it? Would be under the Royals player in the crease. Britz and O'Connell were digging away down there. The player was sitting on the puck in the crease. He wasn't really trying to freeze it down there, but if he puts his glove on it, it's a penalty shot. Rogers with control off the faceoff. They'll throw it all the way down. Robinson to skate up. And Hubbard fanned on that, kind of whiffed on that pass attempt. And that's an icing, and the Stormhawks will get a change. 1:12 left to go on the power play. Kurt wins this faceoff to Lund. Now to the near side for Severson. Digs it off the wall. Got a rolling puck that won't settle down. Now it does. Taken off of his stick. And he tried to force it in, and that's taken away from him and then thrown all the way down. Under a minute to play on the power play. Biller tried to skate up on his own. Here's a shot that's blocked in front. Stormhawks doing a great job blocking shots and making it really easy on Charlie Thomas. Now Lund threw a check and then had to, now a penalty coming against Rogers. Here comes Biller. Biller to Kurt. Extra attacker on. Kurt steps around one. Loose puck. Picked up by Severson to Kurt. To Severson, just out of reach. And just a little frustration there by the Stormhawks. By Kurt. He fed Severson on a beauty, and he couldn't finish. And it'll be a, I didn't see the call. Let's see if I see it now. Roughing is the call. So a 14-second 5-on-3 for the Stormhawks. And then they'll go on their fourth power play of the game. Face off 1-2 Long. Long up the wall to Biller. Biller back to Long. He's got to hurry as he's being pressured. Pushed into the wall. Nope. Needing some help. Eventually the Stormhawks come. Long getting it down to Olsen. Now up to Biller. Biller back down the wall. And there's just nothing really could do there. And it's thrown into the Stormhawk bench. And so 0 for 3. Now they start their fourth power play. A minute 42 left of this power play and 5:50 in the second period. Lund didn't handle that cleanly, so he had to throw it down, but goes right to Olsen. Olsen circling the zone, stopping, now across zone pass to Annis. Annis' shot going low. Not sure that was on net. Nice job of Biller to hold that in. Rogers intercepted and dumps it out. Annis from his own zone on the power play. To Lund. To Biller. Biller, a lot of ice here. He'll just leave it for O'Connell. O'Connell gets around one, taken down, no call coming. And thrown out of the zone. I think the officials are tired of calling penalties on a team that's down 5 goals. O'Connell on a loose puck, gives it to Long. Loses it kind of in the snow in front of the Rogers bench, gives it to Biller. 30 seconds on the power play. Biller has it taken off his stick, bounces to Lund. Lund protecting to Annis. This group has been out there for a long time of this power play. Up the wall, kept in by Lund. Little toe drag and then lost control. I think you're going to start seeing some fatigue out of this Stormhawk group in the third period, as it's fourth game in, 5-6 days. Now O'Connell. Penalty is over. Power play is over, so 0 for 4 are the Stormhawks. Yet they lead 5-0. O'Connell still with energy. Now Hubbard. Hubbard down low. That's into the skates of a Rogers player. Rogers will look to break out. Pushed it to the near wall. Jumping up is Reinhardt. Nice aggressive play by Reinhardt. He's in. Backhand shot right on. And goaltender did a good job of fronting that puck. Now Popa keeping it in. And if he kept going, he might have got on the puck. He went to throw a check, and the puck was right there for him. Hubbard, nice job of squeezing off the attacker. And now up to Reinhardt right in front of us. Gives to O'Connell. He's been out there for about 3 minutes. Dumped in. O'Connell will finally go for a change. He's got to be gassed at this point. And dumped out by the Kings, and that's an icing. With 3:03 left to go in the second period, it's 5-0 Stormhawks. They put their top line on the ice. Face-off one back to Robinson. A little redirect by Kurt. Kurt breaks up that clearing attempt. Dumps it down deep. Both Stormhawks were kind of higher in the zone, anticipating a breakout. Now Severson jumping down low. Thrown around to the far side. Britz will activate from the blue line. Does a good job of protecting that puck. Britz comes out with it. Just out of reach of Severson. Severson. Where is it? Battling along the wall. Comes up to Robinson. Robinson gets it down the wall a little bit for Severson. Robinson holding the wall. Has help behind with Tyler, who jumps up. Tyler, his shot. Save and into the glove of the goalie. .212 to go. It's 5-0. Chaska Chanhassen leading Rogers. Face-off one to Robinson. Long shot off the end wall. The Brits to jump up and couldn't get on the puck. Went a little too physical and instead of trying to get the puck. Rogers checking their own teammate off possession. Comes around to Britz. Britz around to Severson and can't handle that. Long shot. Kirk tips it. Kurt's like, if I can't score on my own net, I'm going to see if I can score on the other goalie. I'm going to see if I can score on Charlie Thomas. 1:48 to go in the second period. Still a long time in this game. Rogers, left circle, leaves it into the corner, and a pass across. Stormhawks vacate the area. Holy cow. Total defensive breakdown there, and the shot goes high and wide. Britz dumps it out. High bouncing puck to Kurt. Can't get a handle on a puck that just won't settle. Now it's skating down. Try to come out in front. Pass in front. What a chance there. Kurt with another no-look pass to a trailing Tyler. And one-time shot by Matthew Tyler, and save was the goalie. Pass in front, right at the side of the net. And the goalie will freeze it with his stick side. What a great opportunity there. 1 minute to go in the second period. Well, you feel like this top line could have about 6, 7 goals. Oh, yeah, see what I did there? They have 2. It feels like they could definitely have a couple more. Loose puck to Lund, and he's kind of pushed off of it, and Rogers will skate up. Good back pressure, pass across, and nothing doing there for the Royals. Flipped up to Long. Long's going to go 1-on-2. Cuts across, got some space now. Long, still bothered, and Long shot goes high over the crossbar and wide. Kept in by Lund. The near side, Annis with it. Escaping, long shot. Ooh, that was goaltender deep in his goal, in his net there. Fanning on it is Biller, and Rogers on the attack. Shot saved by Thomas. Off the shaft of his stick, I think. That was probably the best real scoring chance with a shot that got on net that we've seen in this game for Rogers. They had a far better scoring chance just a minute or so ago. But the shot didn't get on. Totally alone in front. 10 seconds to play. Last effort for Rogers. It's not going to happen, as they're having to regroup. And that will do it for the second period. Stormhawks lead 5-0 after 2. Shots are a lot to a little. And we'll be back after they do the ice. Third period about to get underway. It's 5-0 Stormhawks. I think it's running time with a 6-goal differential. We'll have to see. So I mentioned Stormhawks next in action on Thursday at 5:30 against Minnetonka Blue, then Saturday at 8:15 against Brookings and 4:45 against Chicago. And then next regular season action, December 20th at home against Delano West Tonka and 21st against Woodbury Royal, also at home. Top line on the ice, along with Lund and Biller. It is Biller, gives to Lund. Up to Severson, leaves for Kurt, flips it ahead for Severson. Pass into the skate of a Rogers player, now up the wall, held in by Lund. Off the end wall, going to be pushed behind the net by the goalie. Around to the near side. Biller hopping up, keeping it in is Severson. Severson's pass just a little behind Tyler. Now Severson on the loose puck. His shot hit the stick or something on the way and goes high. Now intercepted by Kurt. Turnaround, shot right on. And Severson flying in for the rebound, but frozen by the netminder. Kurt's shot was, for being that far out and turning around and making that shot, pretty good because it went right 5-hole. There's a shot from Lund off the face-off. Ramps off a stick into the netting, and we'll do it again. Rogers didn't like what they saw, and they go for a change of most, if not all, of their players. Face-off 1-2 Lund. Long shot right on. Glove down by the Rogers players. Now flip down, glove down again, and they'll skate out. Down the left side. Pass across. Ooh, fought at by Thomas. I don't think he expected that puck to come on. Now a long shot, rebound, the side of the net, and bounces wide. Now Tyler. Tyler's waiting. He'll put it high off the glass. Bounces for Kurt to just reach for it and can't get on it. Now turned over to Lund. Lund, his pass goes off a stick all the way down. And Stormhawk forecheck a little slow getting started. Rogers able to break out. Down the near side. Stepping up is Britz. Now Lund leaves it for Britz. Severson was going for a change, and so that's why he didn't keep skating there. There's Severson breaking up an outlet pass. Severson, his pass out of reach of Long. Now Britz will dump it in as they complete the change. Intercepted at mid-ice is Britz. Gives to Robinson. Then to Annis. Annis has it taken off his stick, goes to the near far side, and dumped down. Thomas out of his net and puts it out of the zone. Now Annis to Olsen. Olsen pressured right away out of the far side. Robinson down low to Olsen. Olsen had thoughts of giving to Annis. He can't get a stick on it. Rogers turns it over for a moment, but overskated. Now Olsen jumping into the corner. Kept in by Britz. And we can't quite seem to get the puck off the boards. Now it comes out for Olsen, taken off of his stick, and he'll have to regroup in front of his bench. Fans on his clearing attempt. Now Long, plenty of time. Long pass, intercepted at the red line. Back in come the Royals. Stopped by Olsen, but kept in by the Royals and dumped in for Britz. Throws it around the near wall. Rogers wins control there, and taken away by Long. And taken away by the Royals. Goes right back to Long. He'll skate up with Annis. And O'Connell. Stopping is Long. It's escaping. Long in. And fans on the shot comes to O'Connell. And I think he tried to give it across to Annis, and nothing happened there. Now Rogers on the attack. Shot. Where is it? And saved by Thomas. He was kind of looking where it was. Just get the feeling Charlie Thomas just has no rhythm in this game because he's barely seen the puck. Hopefully he can fight through that, finish this game. It is not running time. That was one of our first whistles of this period. I guess that's not true. Whoa, that was a penalty. O'Connell just pulled down and the referee's arm stays down. O'Connell is just, that was a 3-point takedown in wrestling. Outlet pass to Hubbard. Hubbard off a skate right back to Hubbard. Hubbard being hooked. Now the penalty is going to be called. And a nice job of Hubbard to fight through the initial check and then fight through a hook. And Stormhawks will go on their 5th power play. They're 0 for 4 to this point. There's the call. There it is, the hooking with 10:50 to go in the game. Stormhawks with the 5-0 lead. Shot by Hubbard on. Pad save. Now McPhillips. McPhillips to the far side. It'll be Popa first on it. Hubbard to Popa. Down the wall. And forced out. Reinhardt will be on the puck for the Stormhawks. Reinhardt fights through some physical play. As I feel like he's at his best when he's physical and when the other players are physical with him. Oof, a little big elbow there by Popa. They could have called that one. That was an elbow. The one that Reinhardt got earlier was merely a big shoulder. Here's McPhillips. Nice little move to get in the zone, then gives to O'Connell, but he's covered. Popa kicks it in. It's to Tyler. Tyler gets around a couple. Now skating on the goal line. Pass in front, and McPhillips just missed the far post. Tyler leaves for Reinhardt. Got it in his skates. Now just out of reach of Kurt. And dumped out. All the way down. Thomas leaves for Tyler. Let's see if we can get Charlie Thomas an assist. Tyler into the zone. All the way, try to get all the way across. Now to Reinhardt. Reinhardt softly down for Kurt. Kurt across and in the legs of Severson. Now Tyler with the loose puck. Try to get it down the wall to Severson. Tyler comes out with it. He's going to skate up. Pass to Kurt. Kurt, one-time shot, he scores. Great connection tonight between Tyler and Kurt. Nice job of Tyler to find Kurt all alone on the weak side. And the second assist, I don't know. I said it, but I'm not sure who it was that got that second assist. Maybe Severson. I think Severson may have got the second assist because he was battling for the puck along the wall. We'll give it to him. So that's Kurt's 5th team leading, 5th of the season. Now Tyler in, backhand shot, just missed the far post. Kurt picking it up. Stopping at the top of the circle, leaves for Tyler. Looking back door for Severson. He was tied up. Now a long shot way high. Hit either Severson or the Rogers defender in front and went into the netting. I think I said Robinson. That was Biller on that shot. So yes, the clock is running. We are running time. They know that I need to get to my hockey game at, let's see, it's an 8:15 start, I believe. Plenty of time. Here's a loose puck in front. Long, his shot goes wide. Olsen with it. Olsen has Annis on the weak side. Olsen can't quite get the right control of the puck to make a good pass. Annis, his pass wasn't real firm. Now Biller fanned on it, regained, but then threw it to a Rogers player. Rogers on the attack. Down the left side, bothered by Lund. Stormhawks just a lot better tonight at just being hungrier for the puck. Bouncing puck to Lund. Lund in. Shot, scores! First of the season for Lund. Got a loose puck. And I think that will be unassisted goal for Josh Lund. His first of the year. It's 7-0. Lund beats the goalie through a screen. Beats him to the glove side. He had no chance there. Never saw it. And I'm pretty sure that was unassisted. We'll have to see on the box score after the game if I missed one there. Nice play by O'Connell. Skates in. Pad save. Looking for a rebound for Hubbard. Now McPhillips. McPhillips. Nice job to escape there. Gives it to Britz. Britz across to O'Connell. O'Connell through the skates. In! Big save, rebound! Oh, big save again by McPhillips. They fight for it. Where is it? No whistle. Finally a whistle. And Hubbard battling in front. And they're gonna, the referee didn't do anything. They're just going to, they're gonna put him in the box. The referee never raised his hand. The linesman came and took him out. We're going to see what this one, the clock continues to run. This game could end here before they figure this out potentially. There's 6 minutes, under 6 minutes, so they stop it with 6 minutes now. In my opinion, they should give him a game ejection. They should essentially give him a 2-10. And maybe a game ejection, because that was just, that's what that penalty's for. Yep, there he goes. I think he gets the, what's called the EJ penalty. It's an ejection. So probably a 2 minute, 2 and 10, and then somebody will serve the penalty. Looks like it might be Jack Popa. When I helped coach this team, he was always the one to volunteer to serve the extra penalty. That would be my assumption, is that Hubbard will get a 2 and 10, and Popa will, and a game ejection, which sounds worse than it is. Ooh, I wonder if this is the same player that, that went off the ice earlier with a big hit against Popa. Yeah, he looks like he's not doing well. He can noodly legs. I don't remember what number it was that hit Popa. It might have been 15. He probably, if he returned, he probably shouldn't have, because that's 2 concussions right there. I don't really know what happened. There was a battle in front, and I'm not sure what set Jackson Hubbard off, where he was, I don't want to say throwing punches, but he was battling hard with number 15. I think he may have connected with his head. Clock continues to run. We're under 4.5. So I believe it'll be a power play. Yeah, it looks like 5-on-4. They don't have it up on the scoreboard yet. Now it's up on the scoreboard. 4 minutes to play. Rogers with their, I don't know, 3rd power play? Something like that. Maybe only 2nd power play. And now Rogers looks like they're going to hit. Here's a chance for Rogers coming the other way. 2-on-1. Sharp angle shot, saved by Thomas, and he gathers the rebound. And it'll be close to under 3 minutes once the puck drops here. 7-0 Chaska Chanhassen. Now we just hope nobody else gets injured in the final few minutes of this game. Flipped ahead by Robinson, kept in by the Royals. Throw it in front. Britz will toss it all the way down on the penalty kill. Now a loose puck's going to come to Kurt all by himself. Kurt will stop. Kurt's just going to freeze the puck and kill some time. Just killing time on the penalty. .30 seconds left to go on the power play for the Royals. Severson will dump it in, chase it down himself. Severson up to Brits. Brits, shot misses the far side. Comes all the way out for Robinson. Robinson dumps it all the way down. 15 seconds left to go on the penalty to, well, Popa serving. Rogers gets it out. Skate in 2-on-2, and they're just going to dump it in. Thomas will say, no, I'll just dump it out. To Brits. Nope. Popped off of his stick and off the glass. Comes all the way down. Should be icing. And it is. With 1:50 to play in the period, in the game, it's 7-0 Stormhawks. Stormhawks through almost 4 complete games have allowed 2 goals. And this game, Charlie Thomas not tested at all. Last game, Stormhawks didn't play very well. Max Worthington was their best player on the ice. He had a 31 save shutout with a face-off 1 to Biller, and then an ill-advised pass to Reinhardt. Dumped all the way down by Rogers. And a little look of exasperation by the Royals as they knew they made a good play, but they ended up icing the puck. Going to be under a minute's play once we drop this one. Stormhawks going to move to 4-0. Overall, 4-0 in league play. And they head to a tournament this week on Thursday and Saturday, and potentially Sunday. Looking to get some hardware on the season. Chopping away at it in front. It's Olsen. Olsen along the wall to Biller. Biller dumps it in for Olsen. 37 seconds left. Olsen wins control. Tried to drop it to Annis. That hit a skate. Kept in by Reinhardt. Long on the puck. Throws it across. One-time shot for Annis goes wide. Comes Rogers on the attack. Under 20 seconds to play. That pass doesn't connect. Biller up the wall. Rogers keeps it in off a skate. Last chance. And then we got a whistle. And that'll do it. There's a little chopping and pushing and shoving a little bit after a whistle. And that does it. 7-0. Chaska Chanhassen wins. They move to 4-0. Rogers moves to 0-1. Charlie Thomas with the shutout. If he had 10 saves, that would be a lot. A lot of goals. 2 by Tyler, 1 by Kurt, 1 by Olsen, 1 by O'Connell, 1 Annis, and 1 by Lund. I think that's 7. That'll do it. We'll see you Thursday at 5:30 from Minnetonka. Chaska Chanhassen 7, Rogers 0. See you next time. Thanks for watching.